The push press. This exercise consists of quickly and forcefully flexing and then extending the hips and knees to push the bar from the shoulders to over the head. Although the upward movement consists of two phases, the movement of the bar occurs in one continuous motion without interruption. Because the hip and knee extension thrust is only forceful enough to drive the bar 1/2 to 2/3 the distance overhead, from this height the bar is then pressed out to the overhead position, with the hips and knees remaining fully extended after the thrust. Lift the bar from the floor to the shoulders or remove the bar from a shoulder height position on a power or squat rack. Once the bar is positioned at the front of the shoulders, check to be sure that the grip on the bar is even, pronated, closed, and about shoulder width apart. The grip should remain relaxed on the bar. Stand erect with the feet hip to shoulder width apart and the toes pointed forward or slightly outward. The elbows should be underneath or slightly ahead of the bar. All repetitions begin from this position. While keeping the torso erect and head in a neutral position, flex the hips and knees at a slow to moderate speed to move the bar in a straight downward path. Do not change the position of the arms. The hips should not move backward during the dip. Instead, they should remain directly underneath the shoulders. This downward movement is not a full squat, but rather a dip to a depth not to exceed a quarter squat or the catch position of the power clean. Immediately upon reaching the lowest position of the dip, reverse the movement by rapidly extending the hips, knees, and ankles to move the bar overhead. Initially, the bar needs to be held in place on the shoulders to benefit maximally from the upward momentum produced by the triple extension. The neck must slightly hyperextend to allow the bar to pass by the chin. The drive phase of the push press is not forceful enough to move the bar to an overhead position. Because the hips and knees are already fully extended after the drive, the shoulders and elbows must extend to press the bar up to an overhead position to complete the catch. Once the bar is overhead, establish the following positions. Fully extend the elbows, keep an erect, stable torso, maintain a neutral head position, and keep the feet flat with the bar over or slightly behind the ears. Balance the body's weight over the middle of the feet. Stand in a fully erect body position to gain control of the bar and achieve balance. At the completion of the repetition, lower the bar by gradually reducing the muscular tension of the arms to allow a controlled descent of the bar to the shoulders. The hips and knees are simultaneously flexed to cushion the impact of the bar on the shoulders. If additional repetitions are to be performed, stand fully erect first and then follow the guidelines described for the dip phase. Do not return the bar to the floor or rack between repetitions. This is the push press shown at normal speed. This video clip shows a common error in performing this exercise. The lifter exceeds the guidelines for the depth of the dip. The dip should not exceed a quarter squat depth.